Welcome to part 2 of Do Not Take This Cat Home. I said the intro wrong in the last intro. The title. I said the title wrong. Enjoy. Great. Fine. The mystery food then. Is this really a good idea? Fine. I guess it is. I guess if this is what you want, you open the container and... Ugh. It just barely managed to keep from... You just barely managed to keep throwing up. But just barely. The stench is overwhelming. Yeah, give me a minute. You hazard a look at the contents of the container, but you honestly can't understand what you're supposed to be looking at. Everything is just mashed together. What exactly everything consists of is a mystery you're more than happy to keep unsolved. Different shapes, different sizes, different textures. Not the color, though. All of it's the same color. The most unfortunate looking shade of gray you've ever seen. That looks more brown, but okay. Tinted with a nauseatingly wet green film over the top. Ugh. Am I supposed to warm it up, or you don't really know how to serve it? Any utensil or plate that touches it is getting thrown out immediately. No exceptions. Your hands are going to be scrubbed with soap and hot water to within an inch of their lives after this. You decide against putting this crap in your microwave. You doubt it would make it taste or smell any better warm. Not wanting to hold it anymore, you shake your head and practically toss the container next to the cat on the counter. The cat enthusiastically dives for the toxic-looking sludge, sniffing at it as if savoring the scent. You turn to the fridge and close it. You've lost your appetite. You're about to head to the bathroom to wash your hands for the next hour or so when... Munch. Crunch. Ow. A sharp pain in your foot causes you to stumble. You catch yourself in the kitchen sink and look down to see that the tip of your sock is red. And the red is still slowly spreading to the rest of your sock. Are you bleeding? I'm wearing yellow socks. You quickly reach down and pull off your sock to see the damage. Oh! Huh. Your middle toe is gone. It's just gone. Just a stump is left in its place. Steadily leaking blood onto the floor. You clumsily step back as if it would help you get away from what you're seeing. The blood trail simply follows your movements. 911. You have to call 911. Phone? Where's the... This is terrible. I'm trying to do all the things. What? Your tongue is... What? What's happening to me? Munch. You slowly look over to find the cat still eating, completely unbothered by your suffering. Munch. Not bothered to try and stop the blood from dribbling out of your mouth. You keep watching it in a daze as the cat happily chews at a gross piece of... Wait, that's... You look more closely at the mystery food in the cat's jaws. It looks vaguely familiar. It looks like... a tongue. Munch. Oh. Before you can even think to do anything to stop it, the cat dives into the container again and bites into a piece that looks kind of like... Yeah. You collapse to the floor, clutching your torso. You writhe around on the blood-streaked tiles, crying. Something inside you just... Blood pours out from deep within you. Whatever that was, felt important. And now it's probably gone too. It hurts. It hurts so much. Stop, please. You weakly try to reach up to the cat on the counter above you. Your vision blurs from the effort, from the pain, from your tears, from... Well, I'm dead. Your eyes. Your eyes. You fall limply back to the floor. Your blood leaking all over. From all over. Your foot, your mouth, your insides, your eye sockets. You can feel your life fading away too. That's fine. If it means not feeling the pain of losing another part of you, then hopefully the cat will take its time eating your eyeballs. And give you time. And give you time to just ending 10. You are what you eat. You are what you eat. Okay, how many endings do we have now? We got 1. We got almost half of them. We got 0. Oh, we did get the very first one. I have my cat like looking this up by me. We got ending 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 we need. Because, oh no, sorry. 15. 11 to 15 we need. We got 16, 17, 18, 19. Oh, there's some other stuff I missed. The 24. So we missed from 20 to 23. 25 we missed. And the well-fed thing. There's a couple more. The cotton-headed one. Okay. Let's load then. Do something else. Play with the cat. Meow. Poor thing was probably bored stiff sitting in that old box all day. Just watching crowds of people walking by them. Ignoring them. You can't just leave them alone as soon as you're home. A little interspecies socializing wouldn't kill you, right? No. Oh, you just want some attention, don't you? You want to play, huh? Okay then. What to play though? Look for some yarn. Let me save here too. Look for some yarn. If every movie and cartoon involving cats that you've watched since childhood is to be believed, then you can deduce that with almost absolute certainty, that cats freaking love yarn. Probably. You unearth some from an old box in the hallway closet that's filled with knickknacks from various abandoned hobbies. You consider just handing the ball of bright red yarn over to the cat and supervising from the side. But that would defeat the idea of playing together, wouldn't it? You cut off a decent length of string from the ball of yarn and go back to the living room. The cat is resting on the floor. It's not asleep, but when it looks up as you enter the living room, you feel like it could doze off right then and there. It looks disappointed, to be honest. You'll fix that. You smirk a little confident in your surprise. I feel like our surprise is terrible though. Like, part of the fun of the ball of yarn is that it's a ball the cat can hit around and chase around. Now you've just got a long piece of string that you're definitely gonna lose pretty quickly. And let the piece of yarn dangle just above the floor, pinched between your thumb and index finger. The sudden shift in the cat's demeanor makes your heart start to beat a little faster. Its posture has barely changed at all. Just a subtle shift of the head and ears. A slight tension in the shoulders. A sharpness in the gaze as it locks onto the yarn dangling an inch above the floor. The cat could still pass as being almost relaxed, calm. And yet the air is thick with its eagerness to lunge forward, waiting for the right moment to strike. You feel like you've just witnessed the awakening of the perfect predator. You're almost afraid of what will happen once you make the first move. But it will be you who makes the first move. Take a deep breath. Relax your shoulders. And yoink. The cat had lunged the instant you wiggled the yarn, but you're faster. It completely misses as you flick your wrist, making the yarn recoil out of its reach like a terrifying snake. Having overshot the landing in its eagerness, the cat stumbles and looks around as if shocked at its failed attack. You generously click your tongue to help reorientate it. The cat whips its head around at the sound. You're slightly taken aback at the intensity of its stare on the yarn. But you persist. You wiggle the yarn again, encouragingly. And yes, maybe a little tauntingly. It's time. The cat anticipates the yarn's upward dodge and leaps up to swipe at it. Oh, this time. But you're already one step ahead, puppeting the yarn to dance gracefully out of the reach once more. Come on, you can do it. It's a little confusing, condescending, but you can't seem to help it. For some reason, it feels a little good knocking the feline down a peg or two. At least it seems to be enjoying itself. You hope, anyway. You keep going. The cat's movements have gotten more aggressive. It must be getting frustrated. You could swear it nearly took a shot at your eye that last time. It had jumped so high and erratically. You've been keeping the yarn in constant motion, afraid to slow down. Your wrist is starting to get tired. The cat doesn't seem to be losing any energy, though. It's like it's getting faster and faster. Like... No. Your wrist finally cramps sharply, making you lose control of the yarn's motion as the tip of it brushes lightly against your stomach. Ooh, slash. I'm dead. Pain rips low across your torso. Into your torso. Blood pours out of your mouth. In a daze, you look down to see a red blooming slowly along the bottom of your shirt, around the tears in the fabric. Plop. You watch as long, thick ropes of something pour out from under your shirt into a bloody heap on the floor at your feet. A single red streaking rope still hangs from you. Those are your intestines, my friend. A single connecting you to all that mess. Are those your... You crumple to the ground and topple over onto your side. Your vision has gone blurry, but you can just make out the shape of something small and a deep, inky black as it walks over and inspects your... Oh goodness, your intestines. Before it starts to giddily roll around in the mess of your bloody insides next to you. Well, that would feel weird. Darkness falls over you. The cat sounds happy. Nonsensically, you wonder where the yarn has gone, but there's really no need to worry about it. The cat seems content with the next best thing. Ending 11. At the end of your rope. Okay. I think my laser pointer still works. Cats are curious creatures by nature. They're also natural hunters, sort of. What do you mean, sort of? They are. Well, straight ones, at least. Not like house ones. Why not pass the time by letting the cat hunt after something it'll never quite understand? That sounds a little mean when you think of it like that. But it's not like the cat will know it anyway. Ignorance is bliss, or so they say. So you dig up your old laser pointer from your long-gone dreaded days of group presentations in school. You flip it on and see that even after all this time, the batteries still work. You get a little kick out of aiming it at the mirror hanging in the living room so it reflects off the glass, making a little red dot appear on your knee. The cat cautiously walks over, stopping every few steps to cast a look of suspicion at you. When it finally reaches you, it lightly presses a paw to your knee, like it's trying to catch the dot of red light as casually as possible. You manage to hold back a chuckle, not that it really matters. The cat isn't paying attention to you at all, entirely focused on the light now resting on top of its paw. You move the light a little higher above your knee. The light reacts immediately, trying to pin... Not the cat. Not the light. The cat reacts immediately, trying to pin the light down. But in the next second, you've already moved it to the floor. Of course. The cat jerkily follows, attempting a more energetic pounce when you shift the red dot. Over here. Over there. And over there. By the couch. On the couch. Meow, meow. The cat might be ignoring you, but you're certainly enjoying yourself. It's been a while since you've laughed this much. You're laughing so much, in fact, that you accidentally shift the red dot into a lamp beside the couch. In its haste to get the light, the cat leaps into the lamp, sending them both to the ground. Is it really that funny? I don't feel like it's that funny. Apparently it is. How is that reflecting enough a mirror, though? Oh my gosh. The cat is sitting in the middle of the former lamp's broken shards. Back hunched, its head whipping around, back and forth as if in a panic. You quickly turn off the laser pointer and rush over. I'm so sorry. Are you okay? Are you hurt? You reach down to pick up the cat and shake it for any injuries. When... Ow. Slash. Ow, hey! The cat swipes at you, claws extended. It backs up and twitches away, making frantic half-turns in various directions as if looking for something. Waiting for something to appear. Ah, jeez, that really hurt, you know. You hold the hand with the scratch close to your chest. It's bleeding, but it's not too big. You're more annoyed than anything, but... Immediately, your annoyance starts to bleed into concern. You watch in shock as the cat starts to run around tearing at the carpet, the sofa, your armchair. You want to stop it, but you're afraid of getting them in the middle of its rampage. You consider calling a vet for advice on how to calm it down, but for some reason, you feel like that wouldn't be a good idea. I don't think it'd be a good idea either. What happened to you? Is it... An idea comes to you, or rather, a realization. You grasp the laser pointer, aiming it safely away towards the floor in the middle of the living room, thinking, hoping, that the cat would calm down if it found what it was looking for. You turn on the laser pointer. That might actually work, you know. The cat's reaction is immediate. Oh no, I think I just turned into a tiger. You screwed up. In the span of mere seconds, you watch as the cat spies the red dot from its perch on the shredded armchair. Leaps high into the air. Changes in the air. Crash. And slams down upon the dot on the floor, with a weight and force that shakes the whole apartment. Maybe even the whole building. You wonder dazedly how none of the other tenants have rushed over to complain about the noise. Yet as you stare at the sight in front of you, the cat is somehow growing in size. Eyes bulging and glowing. It's got rabies. I better run tail thrashing. Teeth enlarged, bared, and covered alarmingly in a bubbling froth. Its giant claws rip and shred through the carpet, through the floor, tiles, and even below them, ravenously trying to get at the red dot. Your hands are shaking. You don't know what to do. You feel trapped. You have to get away. Get it away from you. You slowly back up towards the door. The light moves with you. Instinctively, you flick the light away, this way and that, the cat stamping after it. So fast, smashing through the TV, breaking the couch in half. Crash, crash. Too fast, bulldozing through the wall into the hallway. A chance. You turn intending to bolt out the door and never come back, but in your haste, you forget something. You forget several somethings. You forget the laser pointer, gripping like a lifeline in your hand. You forget the mirror, still miraculously hanging on the wall next to the hallway. The laser reflecting off of it, putting a small glowing red dot on the back of your head. And as you reach the door, oh, I'm very dead. You forget that it's locked. You don't even have the chance to turn around before the cat lunges all the way across the room at you. Ow. Ow. You're torn to shreds before you can even blink. Ending 12. Targeted. I got ending 11, right? Yeah, did I game? That was the last one. Okay, well, let's not do that. Hide and seek. A classic. What about hide and seek? I forget what's... The first video... The first video when we played this game, what did we do? I'm trying to remember. Because at first, I'm just trying to remember which one of these options we picked. Because we haven't done it yet. What about hide and seek? Because like, there was the whole like the knife thing and everything. You're not quite sure how this is going to work. Can a cat even understand the concept of a game? Let alone with one with rules like hide and seek. Here, just you pick up the cat and turn them away from. Hold up. Let me read that again. You pick up the cat and turn them away from you before hiding behind the armchair. You were most certain the cat must have turned and looked while you were hiding, out of confusion at least, if nothing else. Regardless. Here's a piece of hair in my mouth. Regardless, a few moments later, the cat cautiously peeks around the armchair at you, eyes curious. You smile and scoop it up, holding it in front of you. You found me, you win. The cat looks confused, but pleased at your praise. This time, you put it on the armchair so it can see your hiding spot so it can't see your hiding spot as easily. You dash over to the kitchen, hiding behind the counter. It takes a little longer this time for the cat to find you. This time, when it does, it startles you by hopping down into your lap from the countertop above. You found me again. Okay, you win. You're rewarded with little scratches behind the ear and under the chin when it leans into your touch. Okay, why don't you give it a try? You go and stand in the middle of the living room. The cat following you. You make a show of covering your eyes and turning around. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. Oh, it actually did. You turn around and see that the cat is gone. Huh. You sure catch on quick. There aren't that many places available in your apartment for someone your size to hide. but without the opposable thumbs needed to open the closet doors in the hall, the cat will have its limits too. Fair game. Okay, now where to look? I think save this. Living room. Look behind the couch at the armchair, then under the coffee table. Nothing. The living room is pretty sparse when it comes to furniture, after all. Kitchen. You peek around the counter, grab a chair, and check on top of the fridge. And you even open the cupboards along the floor just in case the cat managed to squeeze inside. Nothing. You decide that's for the best. The kitchen is for making food, not playing games. Well, why can't it be for both? I mean, again, hallway. You peek around the corner into the hall. Nothing. You're not sure what you were expecting. With all the doors closed, there's nowhere in the hall for the cat to hide. You couldn't find the cat anywhere. You start to get a little worried when you hear a soft sound coming from the hall. You head to the hall and listen again. That sounded like it was coming from your bedroom. But you walk down the hall to your room and gingerly open the door. Yeah. The cat trots out and runs around your legs and meowing insistently. It looks disappointed somehow. Perhaps in your apparently subpar seeking skills. But you lift the cat into your arms and look at your bedroom door. How did you get in my room? You know the door was closed, right? The cat wiggles out of your hold and runs out of the hall. You follow to see it sitting in the middle of the living room. Upon seeing you, the cat promptly turns around. Guess it wants to take its turn seeking. You're about to indulge in it by hiding around the counter again, when the lights. Did the power go out? Darn it. As you wait for your eyes to adjust to the darkness, you notice that the cat hasn't moved an inch. Was it scared? Hey, are you... What? For some reason, your heart starts beating faster. You consider going to the... You consider going over to the cat. This is why it's hard to read, because it's written poorly too. But when you do, the thought makes you feel... You feel like your life is in danger. Is this the one that we did last time? Maybe. You need to hide. Now. Oh. Hide behind the armchair. No, it's too close. It would find you immediately. Hide behind the kitchen counter. You've been there before and it found you almost instantly. That wouldn't work. Hide in the hall. Just in the hall. There's nowhere to hide in the hall. Okay, fair enough. Hallway closet. You quietly slip into the hallway closet. The door won't close because a heavy box is now blocking it after you squeeze inside. If you try to move it further, the cat might hear it. That is, if it hasn't heard you already. This won't work. You need to hide somewhere else. Hurry. Oh, frick, in the bathroom. You quietly rush into the bathroom and... Why is the door locked? You freeze upon realizing how much noise you made just leaning the doorknob and hold your breath, listening. The silence coming from the living room feels heavier than before, more restless. Even if some miracle opened the door now, it would know exactly where you were. No good. Well, stop saying so much. Hide in your bedroom. You quietly rush into the bedroom, carefully closing the door behind you. The only place to hide in your bedroom is your closet. Hide in your closet. You lock the door as quietly as you can before lunging into the closet and sliding the door shut. As soon as you secured yourself inside the closet, There's a sudden shift throughout the entire apartment. As if someone can sense that you're as ready as you'll ever be. As if it can sense that you're ready to be hunted. A horrible chill runs down your spine as you realize that's what this game has become. This isn't a simple game of hide and seek anymore. This is being hunted by a predator as prey. It never really mattered where you chose to hide, did it? As if in answer to your question, you hear a loud slam on the bedroom door. You just managed to hold back from making a startled noise at the sound. Your heart rate kicks up again, making it feel hard to breathe. Quietly, hard to breathe in general. Tears fill your eyes as you cover your painting. Tears fill your eyes as you cover your panting mouth with your shaking hands. It knows. It knows. Crying with your hands over your mouth, trying to smother the choking sounds leaking out of you. You slide down the wall at the back of your closet into a heap on the floor. Crack and crash. You flinch harshly at the sound of the door being ripped off its hinges, followed by a loud crash against the wall on the other side of the room, like the door had been blown away. The silence that follows is almost too much to bear. You can't. A single sob escapes through your nose. You squeeze your eyes shut in defeat as how loud it sounds in the quiet of the room. Not much point in hiding it anymore, anyway, is there? You instinctively put whatever energy you have left into listening for footsteps, even as you emotionally shut down. But you hear nothing. 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 Then something slides open the closet door. You've coated on yourself. Knees up. Back curved forward. Head down. Mouth covered. Eyes shut tight. So tight it hurts. You don't want to look. You don't want to look. But that's what it's waiting for. It won't end you without this final act of cruelty. Of making you look at it before it takes your life. So cruel. You just want this to be over. So, you open your eyes. It's not there. No, it's there. It's there. Never mind. You see something glaring in at you from the darkness beyond the closet door. It looks disappointed. In the moment before you draw your last breath, you almost consider apologizing for being such an unworthy prey. Guess your hiding skills were just as subpar as your seeking skills. Ending 13. Disappointed prey. Wait, we didn't get ending 12 though, did we? Oh no, we did. I feel like there was more to that one. What if I just straight up go to the hallway? You peek around the corner into the hall. Nothing. You're not sure what you're expecting. With all the doors closed, there's no hallway. Oh, you have to check everything. Okay, fine. What if I just do all of them? Get out of the apartment. Hide your... So what? I had everything apart from get out of the apartment. You're halfway. You look to the door and see several more locks over it than you knew. No, you have. You peek over at the cat. It's not looking at you, but you feel a wave of disappointment practically pouring from it into you. It feels almost like a warning. You back away from the door and the feeling slowly subsides, letting you breathe again. There's no getting out then. You need to hide. Sit on the couch. Are you joking? You get the feeling that Cat won't appreciate your lack of effort, and anyway. The hell are you getting any closer to it? Stop messing around and find a place to hide. Okay. Well, we know what the right one is, but... Okay. Yeah, load this. Hide and seek on second thought. Clean cat. What an idea. Upon giving it a second look, you realize that the cat isn't exactly clean. Not surprising, since up until you brought it home, it's been sitting in a dirty old box, in an alley full of scattered garbage. For who knows how long. You've heard that cats can keep themselves clean, but maybe this is one of those times that a little human help couldn't hurt. Mayhaps. You head into the bathroom and set things up, trying to remember how to wash a cat. You're definitely no expert, but you think the best way to get a cat clean would be... these are our two options, okay. Quickly. Cats don't like water, you think. So a quick wash would be the way to go, right? You decide to do everything at once, filling the tub deep with soapy, bubbly warm water. A quick dunk here, a short scrubbing here there, then rinse and dry. The cat won't even know what hit it before everything's over. You open the door and click your tongue, beckoning the cat inside. It quickly scampers in, curious of the newly available setting. You close the door so it won't be able to run out and make a mess of the apartment. Stilling yourself, you roll up your sleeves. You lift up the cat and carry it over the tub. Your plan's already compromised as the cat starts to struggle in your hold. You probably should have held it so it couldn't see the water. Ow, hey. It scratches at your arms. You know it wouldn't be happy, but the water... Wait. Happy about the water. But you didn't think it'd be this irate. Still, as mad as it will be at you for a little while, you know this is for the best. A deep scratch to your bicep startles you, making you drop the cat into the tub. Look, you did that to me. That was your own fault. Shoot, kitty. The cat doesn't emerge, hissing and yowling like you thought it would. You rush over and dunk your arms beneath the soapy surface, searching for the cat. What if it bumped its head and blacked out? It would drown. But you don't find the cat. Instead, what the... You watch as the water starts to darken. At first, you think it's just dirt from the cat and feel a little vindicated about your decision, but... Damn, that was a dirty cat. The water darkens further and further, until it looks like you've filled your tub with black ink rather than water. Even the soap bubbles are translucent obsidian now. Something's not right. As soon as you've had... I can't read. But as soon as you have this thought... Whoa. You just felt something tugging you from under the water. You try to pull away, but your arm won't budge. Whatever it is, it pulls you closer toward the water. You try to use your free hand to release the drain plug. But when you dunk your other arm in the water without thinking, it's grabbed too. Great. Both hands are strained. You can't get any leverage to force yourself free. I'm going in the tub, I guess. Splash. You're dragged into the murky waters of the tub. You're dragged down and down. Further still. Much farther than it should be possible for your bathtub. You can't breathe. You think you can't see either, but as you draw your final breath, You think you see what was. You think you see what has been pulling you down. Something resting deep, deep down below. Something waiting for you. Ending 14. Bath hater. Well, how are you going to get clean? Carefully. You think carefully is the way to go. Cats aren't always fond of water, so you doubt it'll be a fan of an excessive amount of it. So you pick the cat up and place it gently in the sink before turning on the water. The cat is startled, but ultimately doesn't try to run away. Nice. That was a better choice. You lather your hands with some soap and carefully give the cat a thorough half scrub, half massage. After a few minutes, you rinse the cat completely and gather it up in a blanket, drying it. Then you take a brush and carefully run it through the cat's fur. The cat seems like it's in heaven as you brush it. Some hairs are sticking to you, but you don't mind. In fact, quite a lot of hair is sticking to you. You try to brush it away, but it won't come off. Guess you're up next for a bath yourself. You try to ignore the fur and finish the cat quickly, but more hair keeps sticking to you. Your hands, your arms. Before you realize it, they're covered in fur that won't come off. It's thick enough that you tried to just yank it off, but... Ow, what? Pain lances through the spot you tugged at. Upon closer inspection, you see that the hair is growing out of you. You can actually feel it now. Fur growing out of your back, your neck, your face, your eyes, your tongue. It's even growing inside your throat. Oh, that would be disgusting. As you collapse and start to choke on the thickening fur in your esophagus, the cat leans up to lap the fur growing on your forehead, grooming your hair as thoroughly as you did for it earlier. You think it'd be sweet if you weren't currently losing hair. Still, feels nice at least. And to be looking after and caring for in some way. Wait, what? And cared for in some way, even if it's just for a little while longer. The cat's careful grooming is the last thing you feel before you are no longer able to breathe. Ending 15, self-care buddies. Well, that went well. Okay. Then ending 16 is this dude, right? So we need to go past the maze then. Oh. Ooh. In the days leading up to my meeting with it, if I'd been obsessed with a memory. Someone precious to me had found someone precious to them. My best friend. My only friend. I was happy for them, truly. But then I'd be happy for the others too. They promised it wouldn't happen to me again. That they knew how I felt to be told someone you cared for. That they knew how it felt to be told by someone you cared for that they'd outgrown you and your friendship. That they'd never, ever do such a thing to me. There's not a moment that passes now that I wish I had risked the pain for their rejection and just believed them. But I didn't. I pulled away before they could, trying to protect my fragile heart. But it only hurt all the more. Selfish as it was, I'd wanted them to fight harder to keep me around. When it appeared before me, it promised to be just that. A friend that would never, ever let me go. A friend that would never, ever leave me. And all I had to do was promise the same thing in return. Well, so you had an actual friend that didn't want to just murder you? You're walking, right. Are they good today? Lucky, 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 lucky. Lucky, 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 lucky. What? What is happening? Oh, it's the cat. Or maybe it was fate. You didn't really allow yourself to feel excited for the possibilities of where you could go or what you could do. Maybe even who you could meet. You're so deep in that thought, you must miss it. Don't take the cat home. Ah, damn it. Now leave the cat. You know. Go watch a movie. No, we want to go to the carnival. Yeah, the carnival. Ferris wheel, roller coaster, Pharaoh boat. Rides you've been on before. Hoops, coin toss, balloon dance. Games you've played before. Funnel cake, popcorn, cotton candy. Food you've eaten before. All things you've enjoyed before. You're surrounded by groups of people all having fun together. Laughing, playing, eating, taking pictures, making memories. And then there's you. The sun hasn't started to set yet. Still high in the sky, but it will soon. You start to wonder if maybe you should just go home for the day. When you stop in your tracks, you see something new. An attraction you've never seen before. A maze of funhouse mirrors. Sounds kind of lame, honestly. There isn't even a line to get in. But then, what else is there to do? Okay, hold up. Save here. I don't know if I saved here, but it's loud. Do something else. There's got to be a better way to spend your day off than wandering around staring at a weird mirrors. Okay, this takes me back to here. Okay, no, hold on. No. Load up this. Go into the maze. Into the maze. A few rooms in and you notice that the mirrors aren't all weird. Some just show you looking back at yourself. A little bored, a lot tired, and so very, very... Maybe this was a mistake. Why did you think going into a maze of mirrors was a good idea, even if it was something new to experience? I can't do this today. You turn around and head back the way you came, only to bump into a mirror. Ow, what the... Where's the exit? You try again, only to find another mirror, blocking your way. By the time you're all turned around, you've realized that the way you came in is completely gone. Okay, don't panic. I just have to keep going forward, right? You step through the only opening you can find and nearly trip over something on the ground. You bend down and pick it up. What's this doing? In your hands rests a worn-looking flashlight. Curious, you flick it on. Click. Huh? Ah, yes. Would you like to know how to navigate the maze? No. Let's save. No, but I have some questions. Let me save just in case. This game's way too easy. Is that so? There. All done. Wait. What did you do? You'll see. Reset settings. Can you tell me about the maze again? As you wish. Once again, welcome to the mirror maze. You're in a bit of a jam, but don't worry. You're in good hands. Or rather, good pawns. Ah, yes. Can you let me go? Your request is forfeit. Forfeit is denied. Let me out of here. Screaming is not allowed in the maze. Okay. Of course. Flash off. Okay. Cool. I'm ready to play. Center. Right. Center again. What if I just die? Suddenly, the lights turn on. Your eyes burn from the sudden brightness. As your vision adjusts, you see that you're completely surrounded by mirrors. The reflections, all grotesque in unique ways, look nothing like you. Oh, what's coming at me? But they do look hungry. You back up. You don't know where to go. You back up. You don't know where to go. Wait, I just read that. Was there even a way out to begin with? You bump back into a mirror and feel a hand firmly grip your shoulder. Chomp. Ah! There's a sharp pain in your other shoulder. You rip away, looking back to see some thing leaning out of the mirror. Its face has no features, save for a large gaping mouth, stained in your blood. Looking around in panic, you think that the mirrors feel closer than before. The path you'd come in from is long gone. You're surrounded, and every time you blink, you could swear the mirrors are getting closer, and closer, and closer. Your horrifying reflections looking hungrier, and hungrier, and Ending 20. You failed the maze. Okay, was that the next ending that I needed to get? Because still got 15 endings to go. There was. Better luck next time. Okay. Load this up. No, I don't even know you. Okay, okay. We need to get snippy. Let's begin then. Oh, why don't we just start the maze again? Well, I'm pretty sure it's quite easy to get out, huh? Oh! Right. Ow. I'm gonna stay. Is there something else that happens when you get out, though? That worked? Okay, I got lucky. Left. Left. Stay. I see the exit. I made it out. Wait, you don't exactly collide with it either. You simply pass through it. And on the other side, you see an endless white void. And yourself. Dozens of you. Hundreds of you wandering around. Aimless, faceless, and empty. So empty and listless that you don't even acknowledge your presence. You try to turn back, but the glass doesn't give. Past the glass, a familiar black cat walks up and looks at you. You think it meows at you, but you can't make out the sound. It tilts its head, then walks away. The glass goes dark. Then you watch helplessly as it disappears completely. With opposite company. And 9, beat the maze. Okay, that's not... Okay, so there's nothing else to do in the maze. Do something else. Go to the dog park. The only one within walking distance is the nearby dog park. You think it'll make you feel better. First, you get to see a cute dog, a cat today. Now you'll go get to see a cute dog. Several of them, in fact. The park is bustling with owners and their canine companions, flying frisbee, fetch, running, jumping, even napping. Such cute, whatever. Like you'd want anything to do with these mangy mutts. What's wrong? You didn't think that. You decide to move on. The dogs are all so adorable. You want to pet every single one you came across. But you know not all owners are cool with strangers just walking up and manhandling their pets. Not all dogs appreciate it either. So you stroll around the park, trying to exude a welcoming aura that will beckon one of these cute doggies to you. Can I save on these options, please? Kick the puppy. What? It's just a puppy. There's no way I would ever do that. Kill the puppy. No, that's horrible. There's no way I would ever do that. Eat the puppy. That's disgusting. I think I'm going to be sick. There's no way I would ever do that. Pick up the puppy. Drop it. Terrified, you drop the puppy up to the ground, practically throwing it from you. You immediately feel horrible, wincing and guilt at the tiny yelp it releases upon hitting the ground. The owner shoves you aside with a cutting glare and storms away with their puppy. I'm sorry. You call out, but they don't turn back or respond. Not that you expected them to. You deserved it. I'm not feeling so great about being at the park at the moment. Maybe you should leave. I don't remember if did we leave last time? Sure, let's leave. Good. Oh no, we did leave last time. No. No, I don't want to overwrite it. Load. Yes. Pick up the puppy. Hold on. You just barely manage to rein in the reflex to throw the puppy as far away as possible. With shaking hands, you quickly place the puppy on the grass and take several jerky steps back. The owner seems confused with your reaction to their puppy. The owner seems confused, by the way, but you just wave at them in a daze before hastily stumbling away. You're not feeling so great about being at the park at the moment. Maybe you should leave. Stay at the park. You stay at the park. You try to calm down by watching all the dogs from afar as you walk along the path. But every so often, one will run up to you. And when they do, they look wrong. Their owners don't seem to notice. You find a bench and sit down for a quick break, closing your eyes. Or sit down on the bench. What's the best idea? Maybe you should have stayed with me instead. But there's nothing else to do with you. You're broken out of your thoughts when something lands gently on your lap. You look down and see a frisbee in your eyes. Hey, sorry about that. Can you throw that back? You look up and see an owner waving at you in the distance. But more importantly, a series of excited barks, jerks. You gaze forward and you see a large dog sprinting toward you. Yes, I remember this. You see a large dog sprinting towards you. Hey, hurry it. Throw it back. Ferocious. Was that real? You know, everything's so great about being a Pokemon. Instead of Pokemon. Wait, what? Leave. Good. And don't come back. Why do I go back? Whatever. I didn't do anything different. Pick up the puppy. Hold on. Skip. Stay the puck. Skip. Throw. You throw the frisbee and the dog runs in the opposite direction, jumping and catching it right out of the air. Impressive. The dog and the owner walk up to you. Thanks for that. Can you pet him? You can pet him if you want. The dog looks up at you, eager for its reward of pets and pets for catching the frisbee. Should I? I don't think we did this. Hold up. Let me check the endings page. Do we have an ending for the dog park at all? Oh, we missed everything. There's 3 endings of the dog park. Oh. Well, we saved, right? Let's pet the dog. Really? Are you sure? I'm warning you. Do not touch that mud, or you will regret it. Pet the dog. You reach out your hand and pet the dog. The dog seems pleased. You don't feel well. Suddenly, the sky begins to darken rapidly. You look up along with all the pet owners to see that the sun has been eclipsed by the moon in the blink of an eye. You vaguely remember that you should never look directly at an eclipse, but for some reason, you don't look away. A loud, piercing yowl fills the air, shaking the ground beneath you. You instinctively move to lift your hands in order to shield your ears, but the hand that had been cautiously pressed upon the dog's head comes away with some resistance. Resistance like sticky slime, almost cementing your hand to the dog's head. The slime stretches with your movement. The dog's head stretches with it too, as the canine begins to just melt. It melts and melts. Oh my goodness, the dog is a puddle, until it becomes a pile of goo at your feet. You dazedly look around for the dog's owner, only to find an empty pile of familiar clothes where they once stood. You see some of the piles of clothes next to piles of goo scattered all across the park's open field. All the dogs, all their owners. The melted goo of the dog in front of you then starts to move with a shudder. It slithers across the grass toward the field in the center of the park, all the other piles of goo following after it. It's gonna create a tree? They mix and meld together into a single entity that shifts and undulates and bulges and grows. You watch in dazed horror as it then fills out and shapes itself. A big dog into a behemoth of a dog. snarling and frothing at the mouth, red eyes frantic and searching. Before the glowing orbs land directly on you, the rumbling growl it emits is so low and deep you can feel the sound of it crash into you. Hit the park? Fine. No, you had your chance. Better start running. You try to run, but you're not fast enough. The behemoth barely takes a few steps before it's already towering over you. Ow. 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 It tears you apart until there's nothing left. Ending 21. Dog person. Well, that wasn't very nice. Is there 3 endings in the dog park? What else is there to do? Because I think we got most of the stuff in the house. Where is it? Yeah, there's 2 more endings there between that and then fishing for pardon. Don't take the get him. Not ready. Okay, same thing. Leave the cat. Turn back. What kind of monster would you be if you could? You sigh a little and walk back to the cat. Looks almost hopeful, tail swishing faster as it leans up, a little more towards you, as if eager for the next move. Stay. It's strange. The more you hesitate to leave the alley, the more you find yourself wandering. What's the point? You'll go where? Do what? What's the point when you're always doing all of it completely and utterly alone? Even going home to your apartment wouldn't help, would it? 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, and you living alone in it. It's been like that for so long. So long. You're startled when you feel an impossibly soft pillow. Paw pressed lightly against your wet cheek. You didn't realize you'd been crying. Or that your little breakdown had literally brought you to your knees, right in front of the cat's box. You feel slightly embarrassed, but the cat responds as if it can sense your self-deprecating feelings creeping in. It presses its paw on your cheek 3 times in quick succession, as if trying to slap you out of your melancholic state. But you're so light. The slaps feel more like getting gently and eagerly petted. You can't help but laugh a little. Can't believe I'm having a meltdown in a dirty old alley with a stray cat confronting me. You smile and show your gratitude with a scratch to the cat's chin. Purr. Thanks. I'm fine, really. That just happens sometimes. I really do like being alone most of the time. It's the only time I feel comfortable being myself, you know? But even I got lonely after every now and then. It's easy to ignore when I'm keeping myself busy. That's why I pushed myself to go out today. I think. Or maybe I was hoping to make a friend or something. Though I guess that wouldn't be a good idea. I doubt someone like me would make for a very good friend to anyone. Oh, okay, maybe I won't go so far as to say that, but What's happening with the music? You stay and just talk to the cat about anything that comes to mind. Your isolation, your loneliness, your many fears, your losses, your emptiness. Although, the longer you stay there, the smaller that once significant emptiness feels. It's been so long since someone just listened. Your words shift to gentler topics. Your hopes, your dreams, happy memories of the past. Is the cat eating me? As you talk, you don't even notice the once cold concrete walls of the alley becoming flesh-like, warm and pink. Its softness slowly engulfing the both of you. The sound of your own voice feels hypnotic as it reaches your ears, encouraging you to speak more of the depths of your heart into the open. You give in easily. When you do run out of words, you're not sure how long you've been sitting there. But not knowing doesn't seem to bother you. Still, a strange question enters your mind. Leave and go home? Well, I have only one choice, though. Why would I want to do that? You're too tired to move. Pouring out your heart and soul has taken a surprising toll on you, but you have no regrets. You're so happy. You don't think you've ever felt so heard, so seen. You lean forward to rest your head on the box. You don't feel the rough cardboard you were expecting. Instead, you find yourself resting on a mass of something. Something soft and slightly damp and warm. So warm. But you can't find it in you to care on what it could be. You're so tired. You close your eyes. And you get the feeling that you'll probably never open it. That they'll probably never open again. The cat. But as that all-encompassing warmth encases you slowly, completely, you feel nothing but pure contentment. Ending 22. Not alone. Why does it feel like every single time I come back it's looking at me weird? Okay. Well, that was bizarre. Leave. You really can't afford to take the cat home with you. Well, maybe it wouldn't be completely impossible. A few extraneous luxuries cut here and there, and you could see things working out, sure. But there's a slight problem that's been making you waver this whole time. One you simply can't ignore. That problem being that you just can't trust this cat. It sounds ridiculous, even in your head. Cats don't require trust to care for. They're incapable of betrayal or deception, specifically because, like other animals, they only seek out the most basic essentials of living, procreation, and comfort. Malice isn't something that could ever logically be applied to them. And yet, you feel it. That behind that gut-wrenchingly adorable face is something dangerous. And that something brought you here. It called you here. You're a curious person, but even you can't take the deep instinctual desire to get away from it when get away from it, 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 get away from it. It's probably not the worst idea. The cat's face looks blank. It's an expression you've seen in many cats before, but something about it feels sharper. Like it's aware of your thoughts and your intention to leave. Maybe it is. And it's daring you to try. You slowly stand up. The cat tracks your movement with its eyes, not bothering to move its head. You don't say a word. You try not to even think. Get away from me, get away from me, get away from me, get away from me, get away from me. Though you don't really succeed. You turn around and quickly leave the alley, feeling those sharp eyes on you the whole way. When you get a good distance away, you finally take in deep gulps of air. And you feel better now. And there's still plenty of time left to enjoy the day off. As long as you forget everything that just happened. But what to do? What? Go watch a movie. It's been a while since a film came out that you looked interested in. Looking though, you're not exactly a fan of the crowds, and nothing was experienced like. Go to the new cinema. You don't know why, but you want a real great. Is this the exact same? What the? How did you get back here? Get away from me, get away from me. Ooh, that's different. You leave the alley quickly. What now? Go to the carnival! Ferris wheel, roller coaster, ferryboat, rides you've been on before. Hoops, coin toss, balloon darts, games you've played before, funnel cake, popcorn, cotton candy, food you've eaten before, and all things you've enjoyed before. You're surrounded by groups of people all having fun together, laughing, playing, eating, taking pictures, making memories. All there, and there's you. Pathetic, little, stupid old me, eh? Well, it's a shame. What's gonna happen then? Are we gonna get dragged back? The sun hasn't started to set yet. Still high in the sky, but it will soon. I wonder if maybe you should go home for the day. I start to wonder if maybe you should just go home for the day when the boy don't. I hate that it doesn't change the it sounds kind of lame, honestly. There isn't even a line to get in. But then, what else is there to do? Sure. We're into the maze. I'm back here. How on earth am I back here? The cat's face looks. Get away from me, 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 get away from me. Why is it glitching like that? You leave the alley quickly. What now? Go to dog park. You decide to take a stroll in the park or something. The only one within your walking distance for the day is the nearby dog park. You think it'll make you feel better. First, you get to see a cute cat today. Now you'll get to see a cute dog. Several of them, in fact. The park is bustling with owners. Yes. What did that say? Dogs are disgusting. They should all just die. You decide to move on. Train is just walking up in the main lane, and yeah, not all dogs appreciate that either. Yeah, I'm showing on the path, excluding them. Yeah. Very long. A dog comes up. You stop as the smallest, cutest puppy you've ever seen and scampers up to you, blocking your path. Puppy. Pick up the puppy, and the cat's face looks. Get away from me, get away from me, get away from me, get away from it. You leave the alley, quickly. What now? Watch a movie. Okay, let's go to the old cinema then. The old theater. You eagerly buy your ticket from the kind old man in the booth. Go to the cinema. What are those teeth? Hey, listen, sit still. The cat's face looks really stupid. It's. Get away from me, get away from me, get away from me, get away from me. What? Yeah, just gonna keep doing that. You leave the alley quickly. What now? I think I'll go home. Wait, haven't you done this before? You feel sick. Looking around, you suddenly realize that unlike earlier, there isn't a single person in sight. You're alone. You're completely alone. We did do the whole going home thing. So why do you feel like you're being watched out right now? You feel your heartbeat start to race. You need to get home. Now. You walk back home, the feeling of eyes on your back getting worse with each step. By the time you're fumbling with the keys at your door, you're soaking through with cold sweat. Your skin prickles and itches. The heavy gaze you feel might as well be eyeballs physically pressing into your flesh, sticky and unnatural. And you finally get inside and... The weight of relief and the sigh that escapes through your lips actually causes you to physically shudder. The horrible feeling from earlier immediately dissipates, as if it were never there. In the wake of its departure, you are left shaking and cold in your sweat-soaked clothes, but you're too relieved to care. Exhausted, you mentally pass on the very concept of eating and head straight to your bedroom. You open the door. Just let me go home. It's all funny when you get. Not again. No. No. You back up in fear. Eyes trained on the cat and its horrifying grin. You need to escape. You need to get out. But if even home isn't safe anymore, where will you go? You risk a glance around you, and you see the walls all around you have become fleshy and lined with sharp teeth. The ground now a tongue writhing under your feet. In horror, you realize that the alley's entrance is getting smaller and smaller, closing like a mouth. You try to run for the exit, and you fall on your face. Nowhere to hide, nowhere to hide, nowhere to hide, nowhere to hide, nowhere to hide. But trying to run on the tongue slows your speed significantly as you stumble and trip. No. You watch helplessly as the last sliver of light from the entrance tightens beyond a size you could never hope to squeeze through. No! As darkness falls over you, you feel the damp humidity of the mouth all around you. The walls of teeth, fangs, take their time closing in, closer and closer. Come closer. Na, 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 na. Ending 23. Feedback loop. Well. Do we have ending 24 or just 25? Twelve endings to go. Okay, we don't have 25. 26. A life spared. Feed the poor, hungry cat, a helpless mouse. Me. And then the mouse. There must be some other thing we can feed it. And there's something else. There's some more things we can do. Okay. Do not take cat home. Feed cat. Check pockets, look around the area. Not yet. So. What do I do then? That didn't do anything. Okay, take the cat home then. Done all these. We've done all these. Oh, man. Okay, hold up. Load. This. How did I get the ending that other time? Where there's like the knife, and there's all that stuff, and the cat like turned the power off, and there's like the clock thing. How did I get to that? I mean, that only happens if you go the whole way around. I don't know. Alrighty. I leave the cat. I can feed the cat. Play with the cat. Is there something else I could do? Around the area, buy a toy. Check buckets. Did we try looking around the area? I think we did, didn't we? No, maybe. Yeah. Oh, yeah, red light, green light thing. Keep playing. Oh, wait, we didn't try that. Try again. It's time to go a bit slower. 1, 2, 3. Red light. You can turn around this time. The cat is out of the box. The cat freezes under your stare as if it thinks you can see it if it doesn't move. So cute. Satisfied that the cat is getting the hang of the game, you turn around, turn again, speeding back up. 1, 2, 3. Red light. You turn around. The cat is a few steps away from the box now, peeking out from behind a dumpster. Eyes trained, rather, intensely on you. Well, at least it's having fun. Turn again. You're not supposed to count when you play red light, green light. You don't count. You just turn around. The whole point is that you're supposed to be like a reaction thing. You feel a sudden chill run down your spine. You feel silly. But you can't help counting just a little faster this time. 1, 2, 3, red light. Whirling around after saying red light. You look at the cat. It's halfway down the alley close to you now, but it's as if the perspective of what you're seeing is off somehow. Doesn't the cat look a little bigger? It does. I was thinking that. His pupils are thin slits now. Something's not right. The cat meows at you again, but it sounds much deeper than earlier. It's crouched down, as if poised to lunge forward. Your breath shudders a little as your heart starts to race. Your foot instinctively shifts back. You freeze immediately. The cat looks impatient. If it wants to keep playing. But you go up and turn around. Swiftly counting and turning again as you gasp out. 1, 2, 3. Red light. What was that? What was that? What was that? The ground shakes as you whirl back around. And to find yourself staring at a long surface of black fur. You slowly look up and up and up. You see a giant, shadowy figure leering down from its position, hunched over you, fangs dripping with saliva, claws crushing into the concrete walls of the alley. Its glowing eyes are unblinking as they look back at you. Its glowing eyes are on. Wait. The cat waiting for your next turn. But it's so close. If you turn around now, you don't want to play anymore. Oh. More options. Let's run. Oh, that went well. You don't even finish turning around before claws grip your torso, digging in and piercing the soft flesh of your stomach with ease. As you're lifted into the drooling, gaping jaws above you, you can't help but think that there must have been another way out of this. But pointless regrets are pretty typical for you, aren't they? Ending 32. Fear Quitter. Okay. Back up. Keeping your eyes trained on the giant looming over you. You take a step back. No. That's cheating. What? Restore backup.exe. Begin restoration. What? A. E. D. B. Ack. Oh. What are you doing? Stop. You'll break everything. Back up. The cat stares as you keep eye contact and back up. You step back and back. And as you take one more step back out of the alley, go home. Error. 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 Oh no. Error. 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 Oh no. I broke the game. The world outside the alley seems to be broken. What exactly did you do? Ending 33. Error found. Ooh. Cool. Great. Okay. Continue. Skip. Take cat home. Do not take cat home. Play with the cat. Feed cat. Okay, play with the cat again. What about my pockets? String. Your right pocket is about chocolate. I'm sorry. Not too helpful either right now. The only other thing you've got on you is your phone. It's not much of anything the cat can play with, but there's something you can do. Take some photos, yeah. Nice one. Wait a minute. Well, you enjoy yourself. With nothing else to do and no intention of taking the cat home, you decide it's probably best to just leave. You don't want the cat to get too attached after all. At least you'll have some memories to take with you. Okay, see you around, I guess. Good luck. Okay. You turn her. That's right, the cat texts you. It's so loud. I know you. It's a picture of a familiar looking cat. It's a cat. Oh, yeah. Did I not save on that point? Apparently I didn't. The real question is, what did I do? Which option did I take? Get out of the alley or hang out and do something else? Let me try this one. I think this is what I picked. Oh. No. Save. Load. This. Yes. Get out of the alley. You ignore the cat and briskly walk out of the alley without another look. Whew. That was weird. You're a good distance away when... Not again. You reluctantly look at the new messages. And... Don't ignore me. Creeped out. You decide to just go home. I know you're seeing these. Come back. Come back. I'm good. I ain't going back. I ain't going back. Come back. I may as well just go to the dog park. Come back. Come back, come back, come back, come back, come back, come back. Good. Did my phone just break? Can you see? Can see you. Can always see you. You can't hide. I got children. I can't lie. I'll always find you. Oh well. Your eyes dart around nervously, certain that you're being followed. But there's nothing there. You're finally home, but you feel too shaken for any relief to calm you down. You rush to the bathroom and slam the door behind you. Everything's okay. This isn't real. It's just like a bad dream. Everything's okay. Not the medicine cabinet. That's why we got jump scared last time. You fumble in the dark to turn on the sink and splash your face with some cold water, hoping it will calm your mind and stop the hallucinations. Because that's all they are, right? Hallucinations. You're really regretting leaving home today. You must have been overworking yourself more than you realized. Yeah, that must be... New message. You jump as your phone alerts you to yet another message received. I will check my phone. Not my real phone. With shaking hands, you look at your phone. Hi, friend. What? Startled, you whirl around and instinctively jump back. You slip, smashing the back of your head into the bathroom mirror. You don't register the pain just yet, your eyes shifting wildly around the room. There's nothing there. Nothing at all. You feel dizzy. You dazedly feel the back of your head and examine your hand. You can't really see anything. But it feels warm and wet. The smell of copper fills the air. The dizziness overwhelms you and you collapse in the bathroom tiles. You reach for your phone to call an ambulance. The batteries are dead. Ending 30. Phone bomber. Okay. So which of the main endings? Like, there was that one other stream of endings that we haven't gotten yet. Missing the one between these two. I think that must be the secret one. We have that one. Are we missing... We're missing 28 and 29. We got 30, no, 31, we have 32, we have 33, 35. Okay. Shall we continue? Or not? No, load this. Yes. No. I didn't want to do that. Can I undo that? No, fine. Don't have to get now. I have to go back. No, not that. Skip. Play with the cat. Skip. Drag buckets. Skip. Get out of the alley. Skip. ignore phone. The phone vibrates instantly, over and over. But you just can't look. How are you sending messages that fast? You keep your eyes squeezed shut, your fingers tightly gripped the sync. In your mind, you beg whoever or whatever it is doing this to just stop already. Please, please. Please just put me out of my misery. Why don't you just put your phone on silent? You mutter this quietly. You don't really mean it. You don't. But as the words may take shape in the darkest corners of your mind, the phone immediately stops vibrating. You'd think that this would give you relief. But you only feel dread sinking heavily into your stomach. Or my ears feel some relief. You can feel eyes on you. You can feel puffs of air on the back of your neck. Damp, deep, and slow. You take a deep breath and open your eyes. You look at the mirror. Nothing. You peek around the room. Still nothing. Nothing at all. But you know that something is there. Waiting to be acknowledged. For you to accept the fact of its existence. Only then will it deign to give you peace. To free you from a life of constantly looking over your shoulder. Of fearing your own image. Your own reflection. You can feel its patience, limitless and old. You can't win against it in a war of attrition. Your lifespan will long expire before it tires of you. So, you close your eyes and accept it. Ow. As your head is severed from your neck, you're filled with peace. Grateful that at the very least, you never had to see it. Whatever it was. Anyone. Headshot. Oh, interesting. Because wasn't they talking about an it? So I'm missing 2 more endings before ending 32. Which I think that's just these 2. No, I'm missing 3. There's also that one. We have all of them up to 24, though. And then we don't have 25. 26, 27, we don't have 28, 29. Okay. Continue. Anything new? No, you're walking right across. And you're actually glad that you did. Take that home. No, we're just back here. There was the first time around, I don't remember if it came to these options. But I did something where I ended up with a knife. And then the knife, like, goes into your foot and that whole thing. Like, how did I get there? Skip. Okay, now we done all those. Feed the cat. Let's eat later. We done the petting the cat, clean the cat. We tried that quickly, carefully. No, we don't want to do that. I don't think something to do here that we haven't done. In the palm watch, maybe take a nap. We've done those. On second thought. Help. Oh. No. Okay. History. It's absolutely perfect today. This is a sign. This is a good sign, right? Maybe your luck is finally starting to turn around. Allow yourself to feel excited. The possibilities of the way you meet a friend. So deep. But almost miss it. Meow. Curiosity guiding your steps. You follow the sound and entrance of a lonely alleyway. Only just manages to reach down in between the tall buildings. A box is a cat, huh? Guess that should have been obvious. Interesting looking cat. Its pretty yellow eyes shine like gold among the dark sea of black fur. What's up, meow? No, this isn't the actual. This is the history of like today. Because it shouldn't say about the whole. Yes. It shouldn't say about the whole like the cat looks familiar. Why does the cat look familiar? Because I want to look at the original. What did I did at the very beginning? Let me see. Let me see. What did I do? What was the option that I picked? Unless it was different options, maybe? Which is definitely possible. Let's start. This is do not take my cat. Oh, it is a literal different choice, kind of. So it plays out completely differently the first time around. But there are other things that happen in that sequence. Interesting. Because what it says there is that essentially when you get to it in the first time around, these two options are switched. Don't take cat home as the top one, and it does not have an exclamation mark. But it's because we already have history with this cat. We know this cat. I'm not ready for that, of course. Feed cat. Not yet. Damn it. Because we leave the cat, we just go back to the other stuff. We're already done all those. Ignore. Nah. What do I do? What do I do? Turn back. But we've already done these two options as well. What exactly do I do? What are these two endings, though? There's two endings after Photobomber. Headshot and Photobomber, but there's two endings before that. I don't think there's another option that we can really choose, right? Well, it would have to be this. Ow. So what am I supposed to do? We have 5 minutes. What if we just try, like, restarting the game? What does something happen if you sit on the menu screen too long or something? I don't know. I feel like if I just sit here long enough, something might happen. I'm willing to find out. Give it like another minute. When the time of us being streaming takes over, 57 past the now. Sorry, 57 minutes. 3 hours, 57 minutes. So in 30 seconds, I'm going to try something else. My mouse. So I can just click something. I'm going to take this cat home. I get the concept of the game. I just can't seem to get any more endings. I feel like I've tried every dialogue option. Gone down every rabbit hole. Okay, wait. Let's try booting the game up again. I want to try that. Because there's 39 unique endings, 1 true ending. No, we're back in the same place. Yeah. There's nothing new here. There's nothing new. One more thing. Okay, what about the about? Trigger warnings. Help. That's just settings though. Mouse. No preferences. I don't know what to do, and we have no time left. We have run out of time. Well, we have 30 seconds. But there's not really enough time to do anything, so we're just going to continue to look at this weird cat. There's a black line that's been on the top of the screen. That's annoying. I'm going to try and figure out what on earth I can do in this game. Maybe get some ideas by looking at someone else's video. I don't want to cheat, but yeah, I might have to do that. I don't know. I have no ideas. So, until next time, thank you so much for watching the stream and all the video. I hope you enjoyed. Have a good rest of your day. And I'll see you. Okay, if you're watching this on YouTube, I literally just finished streaming this game for like 4 hours, and I mean, this is going to continue on from the other thing. So we found, I just remembered one more ending that I figured out another one. I only found only one more, but I was thinking, I was like, what could I have done? Was it play with the cat? I was like, wait, maybe there was more with the buy the toy option. And there was, because remember, there was two options. I picked the leave option, which is where you die, but I didn't pick up the plushie. I just did this before. It gets kind of crazy. I didn't actually watch the whole ending. But I wanted to, because I was reading a bit and I was like, hold on, I want to go back and let me record this. You sigh and go over to pick up the stuffed toy. You really do just want attention, don't you? Meow meow. You hold up the cat doll, examining it a little. It looks a little different. I mean, it just freaking looked at me. Did it just look at you? Meow. It's meowing.
Meow. Meow. Meow.
And then it freaking kills me. Jump. The plushie somehow opens its sewn-on mouth before biting into your wrist. Ow. Stop. You try to fling it off, but its grip on you is strong as it drinks your blood, ravenous and frantic. You hit it against the concrete walls of the alley. You try to tear it at its sturdy fabric. But try as you might, you can't seem to hurt it or make it stop. It's just a toy after all. It's a grab the thing and rip its freaking head off. Eventually, you start to feel faint, enough to collapse to your knees in defeat. The stuffed doll is drinking more calmly, as if its previous aggression, has been a mere reaction to your desperation. It seems satisfied that you're no longer putting up a fight. You think you blacked out for a second, because though you're still sitting the next time your conscious, your eyes are closed. You feel so weak. You have to use all your strength just to pry open your eyes, and when you do, you see a kitten. Its fur a familiar orange cream with burnt sepia stripes. It's lapping at your wrist. The kitten lifts its head and looks at you with piercing pale green eyes. Mew. It mews at you with a high squeaky pitch. mouth covered in blood. It'd be downright adorable if you weren't about to die from blood loss. The cat strolls into your line of vision and picks the kitten up. It gives you an indecipherable look before turning away. The cat carries the kitten back to the box and starts to carefully and dutifully clean it. You sway and find you can't right yourself before falling to the ground. It would seem that in the end, you had gotten the cat a playmate after all. Ending 34, Living Doll. Well, that's the only ending that I remembered. You end up getting the cat a nice companion. I don't know, I was reading the comments. Apparently there's like a reveal all ending button, but I don't really know what that's going to do. I don't know how to get the secret stuff, though. Because there's the error thing. There's this thing, which normally happens when you run. There's the messages stuff. There's something between this. I don't know what that is at all. Then there's 4 more endings down there as well. There's also one here to do with the food. But that's the secret food thing. This question marks food thing. One of these, or one of these endings down here, has to be the question marks in the main thing. I feel like it's most likely these ones. And these ones had to be something else. But I don't know. There's also apparently one true ending. So I guess we'll have to come back another day and see if we can figure out what the situation with that is. But until then, goodbye.